Welcome to another exciting episode of One Dime 1980, the channel where we uncover the incredible stories and untold treasures behind some of the most valuable and fascinating coins in the world. If you're a coin collector, or even just someone with an interest in history and money, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to talk about something that will make any coin enthusiast's heart race, the remarkable and rare dime from 1980. You may not think that a 1980 dime could be worth much, but trust me, it's not as simple as it seems. When you hear the word dime, most people think of a small, 10-cent coin, that little silver-colored coin that we hardly give a second thought to. After all, a dime is worth just 10 cents, right? Well, the value of a dime can go far beyond its face value when you start looking at certain years and rare variations. And let me tell you, the 1980 dime is one that has surprised collectors and investors alike. Let's rewind for a moment and take a quick look at the history of dimes in the United States. Dimes have been a staple of American currency for more than 2 centuries. Since their debut in 1796, dimes have come in many different designs, with the most famous being the Mercury dime, produced from 1916 to 1945. However, after the Mercury dime, the U.S. Mint began producing the Roosevelt dime in 1946, in honor of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who passed away in 1945. This coin design, featuring a portrait of Roosevelt, has been the standard for dimes ever since. And now, the 1980 dime might seem like a relatively modern coin, but the story behind it is anything but ordinary. To the casual observer, a 1980 dime might look just like any other dime minted during that era. However, there are certain rare characteristics that make some of these dimes incredibly valuable. The 1980 dime was made during a time when coin production was abundant, and many coins from this period were mass-produced and circulated in vast numbers. But, every now and then, a minting error or rare variation occurs, creating a coin that is much more valuable than the rest. One of the most intriguing aspects of the 1980 dime is the possibility of finding a coin with an error that makes it stand out from the rest. Minting errors are rare, and when they happen, they can drastically increase the value of a coin. For example, there have been reports of 1980 dimes that were mistakenly struck with a double die, which means the design on the coin was stamped twice in a slightly offset position. This type of error makes the coin stand out because the images on the front and back of the coin appear blurry or double printed. A coin like this would be incredibly rare and valuable, but that's not the only thing that could make a 1980 dime valuable. Some collectors have also sought out coins with specific characteristics, such as those with an unusually high degree of wear, or those that have been preserved in near-perfect condition. A 1980 dime in mint or near-mint condition, with no signs of wear or tarnish, can be highly sought after by collectors who want to complete their sets of coins from that year. The value of such a coin depends on its overall quality and the demand from collectors. In addition to error coins and those in pristine condition, there's another factor that can increase the value of a 1980 dime: its scarcity. Although millions of dimes were minted in 1980, only a very small number of those coins are in excellent condition today. Coins that have been kept in mint condition or have been preserved by collectors are rarer than you might think, and they are often the ones that fetch the highest prices at auctions or through private sales. So, let's talk numbers. What is a 1980 dime worth? As I mentioned earlier, most 1980 dimes are worth just 10 cents, or the face value of the coin. But, for a rare error coin, or one in exceptional condition, the price can increase dramatically. A 1980 dime with a minting error or one that's been preserved in pristine condition can easily be worth hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars. But here's the kicker: there's a rare case of a 1980 dime being worth an incredible $44,000. That's right, you heard me correctly, $44,000. This amount is not something you'll see every day, but for the right 1980 dime with the perfect combination of rarity, error, and condition, it's possible. So, if you've got any 1980 dimes lying around in your collection or in your loose change, it might just be worth taking a closer look. Who knows? You could be holding onto a small fortune. In conclusion, while the 1980 dime may seem like just another coin in the mix, there's much more to it than meets the eye. Whether it's an error coin, one in exceptional condition, or simply a rare find, the value of these coins can vary greatly. If you're a collector, or if you just happen to have a few 1980 dimes in your possession, now might be the perfect time to check for any unique features or signs of rarity. Remember, the world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and you just might have a hidden treasure waiting for you. So, if you ever find yourself in possession of a rare 1980 dime, don't forget to keep an eye out for those valuable features that can make a huge difference in the coin's worth. The value of one of these rare coins could be as high as $44,000. Top 2 One Dime 1980, the channel where we explore the fascinating world of coin collecting, uncover hidden treasures, and dive deep into the stories behind some of the most valuable coins in the world. If you're a coin enthusiast or someone looking to learn more about rare finds, you're in for a treat today. We're going to be talking about a coin that might seem ordinary at first glance, but holds a secret that could make it worth a small fortune. I'm talking about the 1984 US dime. A coin that many of us might have used countless times without ever considering its value. But could it be worth much more than its 10-cent face value? Let's find out. When you think of a dime, it's easy to overlook its significance. A dime is one of those small coins that often gets tossed into the bottom of our pockets or forgotten in a jar of loose change. The U.S. Mint has been producing dimes for over 200 years, and they've gone through various designs over time. The 1984 dime is part of the famous Roosevelt dime series, which has been in circulation since 1946, honoring the late President Franklin D. Roosevelt. This coin has a distinct appearance. On the obverse side, we see Roosevelt's profile, and on the reverse, we see a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbolizing unity, peace, and strength. However, if you think that every dime from 1984 is worth only 10 cents, you might be overlooking something important. As with any other year in the world of numismatics, certain variations and errors make certain coins significantly more valuable than others. This is where the 1984 dime becomes really interesting. While most 1984 dimes are worth just their face value, there are rare examples that stand out from the crowd, and some of them are worth far more than you'd expect. One of the most valuable factors in coin collecting is rarity. A coin that is rare in circulation, or one that has a unique feature, often fetches a much higher price than a typical coin. The 1984 dime has a few characteristics that make it stand out. For example, some dimes from that year were struck with slight errors during the minting process, such as misprints, off-center strikes, or doubled dies. These types of errors can cause a coin to be worth thousands, even tens of thousands, of dollars. A misprinted dime might look like a normal coin to the untrained eye, but to a collector or numismatist, it's a hidden gem. One of the most notable errors that collectors look for in 1984 dimes is the double die variety. A double die error occurs when the die used to strike the coin was misaligned, causing the image on the coin to be printed twice, slightly offset from one another. This double printing can make the coin look blurry or ghosted, giving it a unique appearance. Coins like this are much rarer than the average dime, and collectors will often pay a premium for them, especially if they are in excellent condition. But it's not just minting errors that can make a 1984 dime valuable. The overall condition of the coin plays a major role in its worth. Coins that have been well preserved, with little to no wear and tear, can fetch much higher prices than coins that have been heavily circulated. For example, a 1984 dime in mint or near mint condition, with sharp details and a brilliant shine, can be worth hundreds of dollars. But when you get into the rare error varieties and high-grade examples, the value skyrockets. So, how much can a 1984 dime be worth? As with any rare coin, the price depends on several factors, such as the rarity of the coin, its condition, and whether it has any unique features or errors. While most 1984 dimes will only be worth their face value, some rare examples have been sold for substantial amounts. In fact, a 1984 dime in exceptional condition, or one with a significant error, can be worth as much as $41,000. Yes, you heard that right, $41,000. That's the kind of price a rare, high-grade 1984 dime with a notable error could command at auction. These coins are not something you're likely to find in your pocket change, but if you do happen to stumble upon one, it could be a game changer. Whether it's a double die error or just a perfectly preserved coin, the 1984 dime has the potential to be one of the most valuable dimes in circulation today. So, what does all this mean for you as a collector, or even just someone casually interested in coins? It means that every time you come across a 1984 dime, it's worth taking a closer look. Check the details on the coin, look for any signs of wear or errors, and consider getting it evaluated by a professional if you suspect it might be a rare find. You never know, that small, seemingly insignificant coin in your collection could be worth far more than you ever imagined. In conclusion, the 1984 US dime is a coin that might not seem special at first glance, but there's more to it than meets the eye. With its potential for rare minting errors, its high collectible value, and its demand among numismatists, the 1984 dime is much more than just a 10-cent coin. For the right person, it could be a windfall worth as much as $41,000. So, the next time you come across a 1984 dime, don't dismiss it too quickly. It could be a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered.